What I enjoy so much about the Changemaker series on Sarah's Country is, of course, highlighting our changemakers, but also inspiring those who are listening or watching in how we can take personal responsibility at any part of our career to make a difference and make change. I'm very excited personally in 2021 to be following through on something that I have been wanting to do for quite some time, and it's being involved with the Agri-Women's Development Trust's Next Level program, which is a governance course that is a supportive environment for women working in the agri sector to be able to take their career and the aspirations for our future of our industry to the next level. It's such an amazing course, which is research designed and developed by the Trust, running across 2 North Island and 2 South Island dates in 2021. This year, it's looking to double the intake in response to such high demand. And we're joined now by DairyNZ Consulting Officer and a graduate of the program, Kate Stewart. Kate, thank you so much for taking the time to join us. I feel a little bit selfish that I've got you on the program, actually more just to pick your brains about what the course is like and what I've got in store for me, but also too to certainly encourage more to sign up and join the course as well. Can you just give us a bit of a background about your role with DairyNZ and how you came into a career in the primary sector, because you're only 24.
Yes, I sure can. Thanks for having me. So I am the consulting officer for DairyNZ for the Horowhenua region, just south of Manawatu, and I came into this role after going through the graduate program. So I've been here for 3 years now.
And so when it comes to, personal development, your career development, and of course governance and leadership, which Agri-Women's Development Trust is well known for, did you feel that you were at a point in your career to take a leap to take on a course like this? Or did you sort of think, oh, well, what's the harm in trying to apply and getting on board the course?
Yeah, well, I kind of feel like I'm at a point in my career where kind of what is my next level, I suppose. Like I'm very happy within my role, and I thought maybe I was too young to do it, but I was really glad I did, because I feel like I am at quite a pivotal point of my career, because I have a lot more tools now than I did 6 months ago to kind of influence my future a bit more.
Yeah, I suppose that was probably one of my misconceptions, is that, you had to be sort of further down in your career, a bit older to sort of take on some of those big board directorships, and that was sort of what it was about. But I've certainly learned that that's not the case at all, and there's a next level, but there's also a lot of other courses Agri-Women's Development Trust does to be able to help you with your career. So the big question is, what was your big learnings from it when you did the program?
So for me, my big learnings were to learn more about myself and what I want to get out of my career. So I've done lots of strength finders and that sort of thing over the years, but for me, it was learning more about my strengths and then seeing other strengths in others around the room. So really that peer-to-peer learning and having someone along the way that holds you accountable to what you're doing. So that was probably a key take home for me that I'll use in my career.
How important is it that we actually connect on our journeys when we're not at the end of the destination, and the importance of sort of an alumni that you can sort of take with you beyond the classroom?
Yeah, well, on a selfish front, it's really important. Personally, they're kind of your group of cheerleaders, I've said before, that come along the way with you. But as an industry, I think it's really important that we can't go at it alone. So those touch points that you make, and you're making all the time, Sarah. But if we want to have change within our sector, those connections are really important as well.
What was one of the common themes that you learnt from women in general with regards to our confidence and our self-doubt?
Yeah, I was probably doubting myself whether I should have been on the course. So that's a really good question. And I gained a lot of confidence, and a key thing, one of my learnings I kind of come back to again is knowing what you're good at. And it was moving away from, I need to improve this weakness, to empowering that strength. And for me, that was, I used to call it people pleasing, but it came back as harmony, and creating harmony within a group. So how can I use that as a strength, instead of worrying too much about what I'm not doing right?
In your role as a consulting officer for the Manawatu for DairyNZ, you must come across a lot of incredible women on farm that are showing incredible on-farm leadership that may just need that little sort of support to want to go beyond farm, to continue their skill sets at a wider level.
Yes, definitely. And I deal with farming women on a daily basis, but when you are on a course with farming women and people in roles more like mine, you get to know the lives of farming women more, and that was what I really took home as well from that. I really learned a lot about their lives and saw that anyone can benefit from this course, whether you're in a leadership role, whether you're officially managing people, or you're not, whether you're leading your partner in a family business.
What inspires you about the 4,500 women Agri-Women's Development Trust has had go through its courses over the last decade? And you, I'm sure, would have a lot of role models in positions of leadership at all levels in the primary sector that inspire you. I mean, where do you sort of want your career to go and have that confidence that you have the ability to get there?
Yeah, that's a really good question. And throughout the course, I was inspired by lots of those women that came and spoke to us. And I suppose where to next for me with that inspiration is, at the moment, I'm trying to consolidate what it does actually mean to me. But I chair the Taranaki Manawatu Young Farmers. And for me, at the moment, I want to take the skills that I've learned in my skills and help empower the clubs in our region to kind of build that strong young farmers front.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Kate Stewart, a graduate of the Agri-Women's Development Trust Next Level program, and of course a 24-year-old who's working for DairyNZ as a consulting officer. It's absolutely inspiring that, you know, someone's so young, but at the same time, it's got nothing to do with age. It all does come down to confidence that we do have the ability to take our lives into our own hands and take responsibility for our lives to go to the next level. So, New Year's resolutions, if it's part of it, get on with it. The intakes are happening, and the courses will be run in Palmerston North, Hamilton, Dunedin and Christchurch starting in mid-March, runs throughout the year with a mix of face-to-face group modules, individual online learning and online group connection, as well as some executive coaching. As I said, I personally will be doing the course based out of Christchurch, and I think that if you are interested, you should probably get in touch, even if it's just to ask questions about the workload, because I know that could be something that could be of concern. Go to Agri-Women's Development Trust's website, and more is on that, as well as feel free to give me an email, sarah@sarahscountry.com, and certainly help you to get across the line, because it's all about taking women on this agribusiness journey collectively together and having some diversity of thinking around the table of our future decisions. I'm so excited, and I'm excited about sharing with you throughout the year about what I've learned as we do these courses. It's going to be a lot of fun.